The first week of this year's Giro d'Italia was defined by bad weather, but if the riders thought they'd left the rain and the wet roads behind, they were unfortunately mistaken. With heavy rain expected for the rest of the week, we take a look at the impact of bad weather on the Giro d'Italia. On a morning like today, 2 weeks into the race, the rain is both a technical and psychological issue.
Well, you know, I mean, if you're being successful and you have good legs, these things are water off a duck's back, as you would say. But if a rider is a little bit on the edge, is tired, you know, drawing back the curtains in the morning and seeing a scene like this can really, you know, push you over the edge. So these kind of things at best makes a normal day very complicated. During the race, finding food in your pockets, changing clothes, everything just becomes a bit tougher. It becomes more dangerous. You know, riding skills in the rain become more important, and also after the stage it adds a lot of stress to the riders too, you know, getting their shoes dried and this and that and the other. So in a general way I'd say that it makes a tough job a lot tougher.
Like this for everybody, so they just keep riding, don't think about the weather, do our job and go for the victory.
With many riders already crashing in the first week and descents in this year's Giro being used as a tactical advantage for the likes of Vincenzo Nibali, wet, slippery roads can make a huge difference.
Well, I think in the south of Italy, where it rains very rarely, you can get a build-up of grease and diesel and stuff on the top of the road surface. It just makes it like ice.
To deal with the issues of wet weather, the team staff are on hand to do what they can. Mechanics take special attention to the tyre selection and choice.
We have suggested for the better condition of the weather, the pavé. This is our best resistant tires, especially for wet condition and stages very difficult like today with the climbs. And the most important suggestion that we give to the teams is with this weather make a little bit lower the pressure, so they have no problems on wets.
After 11 days of racing, many riders' immune systems are low and kit selection becomes vital on a day like today.
For today we have a lot of clothing to choose. For sure everybody have underwear and normal jersey with the numbers, and everybody have his kind of rain jacket. Like me, I have this little bit more warm, otherwise other guys have only the plastic one, and somebody nothing. Depends, but I think now we go down and maybe the temperatures be some more degrees, because now it's really cold. We go more in the mountain and it will be not so cold, not so warm.
With modern clothing and stuff, in these kind of temperatures they should be okay, especially, you know, with the Gore-Tex jackets and so on they have. But obviously again, if you're on the edge, it could be what pushes you over the side.
On a day like today, even the nutritional requirements of the riders can change, so we caught up with a couple of soigneurs to find out their role on such a demanding day.
What a day, is disgraceful. The days like today, just hopefully try and keep the riders as warm as possible. Lots of rain clothes in the car. Maybe it's not too cold for warm drinks, but it's just one of those days you want to get it started and get it over with as soon as possible.
At the head office they establish a naming pattern for the bottles, and E is energy, which is, as I say, carbohydrate. X is water. I don't really know why X is water, but X is water. A is Aquarius. Aquarius is a drink that lots of the guys are using nowadays. Basically, the can is in there topped up with water. We have another bottle which is D, which is Doorstglasser in Dutch. For us it's isotonic. I would have an eye on it personally, but and that's about it really.
Ultimately, despite the weather, it's down to the riders to do their job, no matter what the conditions.
Oh yeah, it just completely changed it. I mean, you saw it's quite technical the whole day, and it's a bit of a chase to get the group back, and then the gaps on the descents, you know, it's like an elastic band and eventually it just snaps, and also there's quite a lot of wind in the final, so it's just like concentration all day.
Today was epic. We weren't even sure it was going to go ahead, and I think for most other sports it probably wouldn't.
If they fuck it up, the guy who does most, he have to sleep with Geert Steegmans as punishment. So I think they do a good job today.
Brilliant.
Nobody want to sleep with Steegmans. They love it. They really love it. They're so motivated, and we always get 10% better in rain. Eddie Merckx said once, for good cyclists, weather doesn't exist. So we really love it.